true, my neighbor was a murderer. I think I was almost a victim. So this happened in 2013. This kid named Ricky moved in next door to me when he was around 12, and for lack of a better term this kid was pretty much a pussy. I remember one time he fell on his skateboard and do not land hard at all, and was crying his little heart out in my driveway when he was like 16. So fast forward to when this kid is like 18. By then I'm selling coke and molly pretty heavily, and he is one of my best customers. By now I hanging with some pretty shady people, which my parents obviously aren't fans of. My parents also do not know I ever was selling anything, because I was pretty good at keeping it under wraps. Ricky was clearly a follower. He went from the skater/emo type to somewhat be thug, which he just wasn't built for. So my parents go to the other banks in North Carolina every year for 2 weeks and ask if I will Ricky stay at the house while they are gone. Which I was excited about because their house is much better than the shitty little one-bedroom apt I had at the time. So everything was going fine at the house. I had me on and off again go over all the time, and there was quite a bit of drug and alcohol going on. I was far from a saint back then. I will never forget it. It was a Thursday night. My girl had left a few hours ago. I should say earlier that day Ricky had seen me out front of my parents and had asked for a front. I told him no, considering I never fronted anyone and in all honesty had been using too much of my own shit, so could not afford to. He does not like that very much, and we got in an argument, and I pretty much punched him in front of all his little friends. So by now it's like 2 in the morning, and I'm obviously nowhere near tired because of all the coke and molly. I'm sitting in the dark watching Netflix in this den-side living room my parents had in the downstairs, which has a window going outside which I had open. I had paused the TV and was on my phone texting and on Facebook when I hear something. It's the screen of my window slowly being slid up. I know the sound. I had snuck in and out of this house numerous times growing up. So I slowly get up and watch the window. I clearly see the screen moving very slowly up through the curtains. So I walk up to the window, and soon as I move the curtain at least 3 or 4 people scatter. I run out front, but they are booking it down the street. I knew it was that Ricky kid and his wannabe. Do not see them, but I knew it was those shitheads. I did not call the cops or nothing because I wasn't exactly living on the right side of the law. So I just go back in and lock everything up, and the rest of the week goes smooth. I never told my parents about it. And I also never seen other again, called him a few times which he never answered. Which was all the more reason to know it was him. And he knew that I knew. So like a month goes by and I'm watching the news and Ricky is on it for murder. He blows my mind. He and 3 of his friends went out of town, broke into some old couple's home, beat them, tied them up, then stabbed them. Then they burnt the house down after robbing it. They all ended up telling on each other, and he got sentenced to 35 years for testifying against his co-defendants. Makes me wonder if I was asleep when they got in, what could have happened.
Stop. It ends when I say it ends. Now, be a nice human and scroll down and hit the like button. And if you are not subscribed yet, subscribe now. Thanks for watching.